Thorlos are made in Statesville, North Carolina, and always will be made in Statesville, North Carolina. 70% of all the hosiery made in the United States at one time was within 50 miles of Statesville. The only reason the hosiery industry is gone is because they think in terms of volume. We think in terms of quality. We buy the best tools, the best raw materials, the best machinery, the best needles, the best parts, the best everything we can buy, because if you want to make the best and be the best, you have to have the best raw materials, and of course the most important raw material of all is the people themselves. The environment of Statesville itself is where these people were born and raised, and their values come from here. This value system is about craftsmanship. I believe that their caring gets translated into the product itself somehow or another. A lot of that culture that I'm talking about could only happen in small town, rural America. I don't believe that the culture, the caring culture, can be produced in a environment where volume and profitability is driving everything, including these people in China are working for nothing. In Mexico are working for nothing. There's 2 or 3 or 4 million people around the world that won't wear anything but Thorlos. And that's why it'll always be made in Statesville, because I do not believe that anywhere else in the world could it be made. I don't believe this culture can be reproduced in a foreign country. It started as my father's life philosophy. His belief is that if you were not the acknowledged best at something, that your life had been wasted. And his idea was to make the best product. And therefore, people would, by word of mouth, tell about your product. And in fact, that was our reputation as gray goods knitters when we didn't finish socks and never had a brand or anything. Just when he started, our reputation was that we made the best socks, the highest quality socks. And then up along when Thorlo actually came about, I wanted to build a brand. What I was doing was taking the best product, the best made product, and putting it in the field and putting a name on it so people could say, I want that sock by name. And over a period of 10 years, came to realize that the value that the consumer was getting was more than the best product. It was more than a sock. And it just unfolded from there into what it is today. We make socks, but we sell foot health. Thorlos is a functionally designed, engineered product, engineered for protection and mass customized for each activity, for each shoe, for each activity, and that's what technically makes Thorlo completely different from any other sock concept. The synthetic fiber that we use in our products, which has been proven through peer-reviewed, published research in medical journals, it's proven that inside of a shoe that this man-made synthetic fiber called acrylic is the best fiber for your body and for protecting your feet from the shoes. It manages moisture better, its resilience is better, all kinds of better benefits. All socks that I know of make all kinds of satisfaction guarantees, wear guarantees. We simply say your feet will feel better or your money back. Who benefits most from wearing Thorlos? The person who's wearing Thorlos. The benefits are profound comfort for pennies a day. The people who are loyal do not think of buying Thorlos. They think of investing in the quality of their lives. They think of it as an investment because it lasts a long time and they're getting a lot of benefit from it. They're able to do things that they couldn't do for the last 10 years. And then they found Thorlos and now they can do them again. So from that point of view, it's really an investment in your own health, in your own activity, your ability to be active. Not counting the enjoyment of activity, which is even, I think, more highly qualitative than the activity itself. I mean, if I'm walking or running and I'm got blisters and I'm hating it, but I'm still got the willpower to go run, that's one thing. But if I'm really enjoying the run, that's something else again. From an investment point of view, this is probably the best investment in America today. In a time of $4 gas and $4 milk, this kind of comfort and protection for your feet, long term, nickel a day, I don't know what could be a better investment and what would be a better return on your investment than that. The price of the socks has got very little to do with the value to a person who's been wearing them for 25 years and is still being able to play as much tennis as they did 25 years ago without blisters. Value is never what you pay for anything. It's what you pay for it, but it's also how much you get from it. And what these folks that have been wearing them for years must be getting is what we believe. We've talked to 40 or 50 of them, and what they tell us is that it's enhancing their life to the point where it is more life. They're getting more activity and more life from that. At some point in your life, whether you were active today or not, will definitely impinge on the quality of your life. If a runner can run longer, better, safer, and enjoy the run after the run and not be hurting the next morning, then it means more life to a runner. We get letters all the time and emails from people 70 years old who are still playing tennis only because they found Thorlos and striving to be the best, the most protective athletic sock, because that's what we started out to make. We wanted to be the most protective athletic sock that we backed into an actual artificial simulation, if you will, of nature's fat pads, which we believe if you wore these socks with this dense fabric in them all of your life, your fat pads would never break down. Then we believe that if your fat pads had already broken down, that this acts as almost a prosthesis, a replacement for your fat pads, and so you're not walking on skin on bone. It's really amazing what the stories that we get from consumers about how they can operate or how their mobility is enhanced. We're not just a sock, an after-the-fact accessory, something that you purchase to make your feet or your body look good. This is about making your feet and your body feel good.